I've always felt some kind of connection to South America. Ever since I was little, I've heard stories about my traveling grandpa who crossed the Atlantis. I met various types of people, experienced, explored, but I never were the adventurous type. But still I felt something. Something was telling me to travel there. So I trusted my gut and I booked a ticket to Peru. My adventure started by walking the Inca trails. It took me 4 days to walk all the way up to Machu Picchu. And when I got there, I was so exhausted from the long walk, so I couldn't listen to a single word my guide was telling me. He spoke about all the rocks and different monuments that was put there, but I just sat down in the grass and closed my eyes. And then Judd, a 70-year-old man from Holland, sat down beside me and said, "Look, Christopher, look at the view. Isn't this amazing?" And it was truly amazing. One other thing that also was amazing is that this 70-year-old man walked the trail and wasn't done there. He was going to see all the other 7 wonders of the world as well. It's amazing what you can do. It's amazing what you can accomplish when you set your heart and your mind into it. My next stop was Chile, and I stayed in a town called Valparaiso. Everywhere you turned, you saw a new painting on a wall. It's pretty amazing how many talented artists there could be in one town. From Valparaiso, I went to Mendoza. This is a pretty small town in the mountains between Chile and Argentina. This was an adventurous town. Here I fought with a group of dogs for a sandwich. I river rafted and nearly drowned. And then one of my favorite, I skydived. I never thought I was going to jump out of a plane, but I did. That feeling when you're just falling down and your life depends on the person you have on your back gives me the creeps. After Mendoza, I went to Buenos Aires and partied my ass off. And I also met a guy from the US called Alex. After one night out, I woke up with a huge hangover and sat down on a couch next to this guy. We spoke about everything between heaven and earth for 7 straight hours. It felt like we already knew each other, like we had met before. Alex and I still speak from time to time about things that goes on in our lives. After Buenos Aires, it was time for the big finale, Brazil. I stayed in Brazil the longest, and wow, what a country. I saw and experienced so many things there. The big Iguazu Falls, the big cities, the favelas, street parties, football, beaches, surfing, barbecues. So when it was time for me to go back home, I was leaving with a whole bunch of new experiences. And I knew what to do now. My self-esteem grew. I had confidence. My lust for exploring and adventure had just begun.